Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Deck into Bloodnet. Well, last episode ended on a rather interesting note, where there was a bit of a hitch in my plan. My plan was, of course, to deliver the D-base, Rimbus D-base, filled with drug prescriptions and, I guess, the mixtures, instructions how to mix different cocktails of drugs to satiate any rage gangs for days, and I need to deliver that to Shock Road in time. And there was a bit of race between Ransom and Van Helsing in providing Shock with that recipe, but I arrived too late. I misjudged that Shock is going to wait 2 days, or Van Helsing is going to wait 2 days before he's going to deliver the note or the code. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I think that there is only one Rimbus database code, as you can see, the dialogue, no, not dialogue, decking unit. There's only one of these things that I found in the Rimbus well, but apparently Van Helsing has an extra copy that he can deliver to Shock. So, yeah, Rimbus database here. The enormous database of Rimbus Pharmaceuticals' extensive product line. Yeah, so this is like a serious catalog of some drug company like Bayer, or I don't know what other drug companies are there in the world. But yeah, that is what I had to deliver. But I was late, so I was going back into the previous saves, and I had a bit of fun with it, changing Shock's voice and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have a plan because I didn't really know where to go back. And I basically examined every one of these save files to see what is the latest point where I can go to Shock directly and deliver the database without him refusing me. And apparently, this is the save. And let's get out of that weird soundscape. Now, this is the point where I was at Transtech trying to convince these two ladies to leave to no avail. As you can see, my blood loss is up, so I have 2 bottles of blood still. Yeah, this is the time, day 4 of 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the latest I can stay in the game world without being late to Shock's request. So yeah, I guess I decided to backtrack, although it doesn't really feel that, you know, it seems like I had to make a decision, and normal times I would just, you know, go with it, but in this game there is a point where, as you would have, if you have checked the comment section, yeah, there is definitely a point where the rage gang, the Black Agate, just start attacking you like, every time that you go to a new different location. And that's going to probably put an extensive toll, I think a toll a bit too much to bear on the current lineup of guys that I have. And I do have a limited amount of combat experience, so I don't know exactly what to expect. So I think the best way to go about doing this is just go back a couple of episodes back, and I will not bother with the quest, resolving quest. Yeah, going to the Doom Pilot, for example, Great Lawn, I don't know whether there's any critical, but the reward really is not worth it, so I'm not going to go back and try to deliver all the different stuff to them. I don't know whether this game has an ending where it determines what you have done to other people and then gives you some kind of a, you know, more positive ending or something. But yeah, I think I just skip it until I'm assured that I have the path open to me without having the, you know, this threat, time-based threat, hanging over me. So yeah, let's try to complete the one quest that is rather critical and go from there. So we need to go to Strawberry Fields as soon as possible, right away, as you can see right here, and then you will see something different, I hope. Yeah, so somebody tries to mention it, but then the sound file is not available or something, because it quickly goes back to this screen. Let's deliver the database.
I've got the D-base. I assume our deal's still on.
It is if you ain't just talking out your butt. Hand over the D-base and you got yourself a fighter.
Should I come with you? You better be decisive. I got partying to do. And if you don't take me with you now, I won't be here if you change your mind.
Shock wants to join us for delivering the database to him. I wonder why he really bothers to tag along. Maybe he wants to double cross us or something. But yeah, this is the option that I have, and I do remember that if you let him join, his gang is not going to attack our party for around 3 days or so. Yeah, so maybe there's going to be a bit of insurance to prepare myself a bit better before everything goes to heck. Yeah, so this different timelines and time deadlines and stuff like that. I really didn't face this kind of restrictions before in any game I played, except for the first Fallout. And then that game really didn't have that much of a restriction placed on you. You have like 200 days or so before the water chip breaks, and then the game is over for not having saved the vault. But this is something new and something that is quite interesting. I mean, this is open world, but of course, this kind of funneling you to certain places by having this restriction. But I don't really find it too bad or anything like that. You just have to, it just comes with territory, and then you get to experience it. I mean, this game is not really user-friendly as one would have liked, but, it has all the trappings of giving you indicators that, your bloodlust is up, you'll be in trouble from the gangs and stuff like that. So yeah, I let him join and get Rima Fizz out.
You got the shocker, Stark. You ain't gonna be sorry.
Hopefully, he's going to be a good fighter. I mean, he's in a gang.
He's a little unstable, but these rage gangers fight like wild animals. We get into it with vampires, we're gonna need his craziness.
Okay, now the sound is going crazy. Yeah, so we have reached the point where we are safe from the gang, so that's good. Yeah, but the thing is I need to get all this thing into our party once again, all neatly piled up. I don't know, it would be nice if I can just, if this is just automatic process. Yeah, I was wondering whether these different characters have different inventory spaces, because sometimes then the automated process might not work. Or it might work, but it might just leave out certain things that it couldn't carry. Too bad, it just drops everything. Although I don't understand that if Rima was pissed off that I replaced her, she didn't give any indicator. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, so I need to choose to get here. And I'm sure that if I leave this stuff along with black agate, then it's going to disappear the moment I leave this place. Alright, so what's up with you? Can I check your stats? So pretty good combat ability, pretty good hit point, almost same as Tempered Steele. Good melee, nice firearm option available, and nice blade attack as well. Yeah, okay, so good amount of courage and physical stat. Hacking leaves a lot to be desired, but I mean, I'm not gonna use him for any sea space on the venture. Fast talk, I mean, I guess he has a way with words, but I didn't really notice it when he was talking to me. Bargaining, jury rigging, so it's pretty decent, yeah. Alright. Check your inventory and see. Yeah, I can probably give him some sort of shotgun. And let's see. Yeah, so this is all full, huh? Oh, interesting. Cavalry coveralls, sure. Some helmet as well, might be nice. I think I have a helmet with me. Just need to check the characters down the pile, because all these guys have their inventories full. And I think this is before I unloaded some things in the storefront, in the stores. Yeah, so this is before I sold some stuff. So obviously I have a lot of stuff in me. but I need to make it here as quick as possible. Unless that shock is going to rebuff me. Alright. So let's leave out certain stuff that is quite useless. Patch cord useful. Gas mask now useless. Might be pretty penny though, so I just hold on to it. Now I want to get rid of this drop. And yeah, drop all this. I wonder if it's going to drop in the same place, so I need to like choose I'm going to pick it up after go back. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a mess. Drop this as well. Yeah, power cells. Level 4 cloak, yeah, very important, obviously. Energy interface, sorry. Neural cannon, you kind of use this, but I can sell it. Let's drop this as well. Nanoblast micro missiles, I don't think I'm going to use them, but... Alright, now how many stuff did I get rid of? Can I get rid of dirt too? I think I can. Let's see, and reflection shield, Elvis Cyborg, yeah, all nice pieces of items that I need to probably use it for everything said and done. Electrode, buzzsaw, okay. Diagnostic unit, that thing is a jury rigging component for the lockpick. Yeah, translate Gary Suno. I don't think I need this anymore. 2 shotgun shells, alright. Okay. The drugs, I think he has some drugs on himself, so that's why it's difficult to get enough space. 44 magazine is for Kyle, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Kind of weird with the... oh, okay, so not 44, sorry. Okay, I need to get all the 44 out and then get the 9mm back into his inventory. My bad. 44 magazine, I keep some of them because machine pistol uses it. Alright, now let's get out. Let's see. Alright, okay. 2 shotgun shells, sure. Takes 1 inventory space. Okay. Wonder why. I think Chuck has a badge, Transtech badge. But let's get this. Virtual viewer, I guess I get that. Favorite jacket, sure. Parcels, yeah. Expensive stuff. And laser pistol, I think I might need it. Alright, from here I get the magazine. Not the pistol, but yeah. Okay, sure, let's get out. Yeah, Chuck is between these 2 tough guys who really do not, probably not take a liking to him. Oh my goodness, that scared the crap out of me once again. Alright, so what to do is, well, I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to, well, what time is it now? Just short check. 4:43, So we have until day 7 before Shock is going to go crazy. Let's go to Central Park and give Kimba West her stuff. I'm just going to quickly go over this.
You know, this is where Deirdre found me last year.
Okay, so this is, yeah, Chuck is going to have his say, and Kimba is going to be here.
Pardon my surprise, but I didn't expect to see you with a spool of cable.
I'm not an amateur.
I'll take the cable.
Yeah, so she takes a cable. And I need to talk to Von Sanden. I think he's going to give us a bit of a...
Yes, you've done your part.
Got anything else for?
I should think that enough.
Thanks for the tips.
Those tips are not that useful, unfortunately. But the thing is now I can connect to C-Space in the Great Lawn, so that's a good thing. Alright, let's go to New York map once again. I'm not going to save just yet. And... yeah. Doom Pilot, okay. I'll go to Doom Pilot. And also from... well, now I can connect to C-Space, so let's go C-Space from this space. Save once again. Now this is going to be a bit tricky because I'm going to be overriding the previous saves that I have completed until reaching hospital. I think hospital is entirely optional place. Check the decking unit, see if I have the essential cloak. Yeah, level 4 cloak. I have the looker chip, Dragon Soul Box, 32 terabyte memory chip, pretty good. Now I can get some essence going here as well, just to save. Well, okay, let's just leave that open. Yeah, so I entered here, and I think the place I need to visit is Blackwood. I think Blackwood you need to have a security clearance. Yeah. So that is going to be after I visit Transtech once again, around 10 PM. So let's exit cyberspace. Yeah, need to go to a different area now, in my opinion. I need to go to Doom Palette and deliver that. Let's go back and see if I can... I don't know. Let's forget about it. Let's go to Doom Palette. Yeah, and talk to sysconfig.
Hey, Stark.
Yes.
Thanks, Stark.
So she's going to tell us the name for the New York Bank of Transtech, NY Vault.
Hey Stark, I heard about what you did for sysconfig. It's good to have the group running like a machine.
Thanks a lot, man.
No problem.
And he's going to mention that I need something called Safecracker program in order to crack the well that is NY Vault. And let's get back to New York map. And the place I want to visit now, while I'm up here, is... yeah, I went back here because I need to do something before. The place I need to visit while I am in the northern Manhattan region is the Cloisters. Now, Cloisters is a very important place. It's a critical place where I need to visit, and it's a really extensive quest involved with the Cloisters. I don't know exactly why it is, but I need to visit there. The only thing I know about the place is you're going to be attacked automatically as soon as you set upon inside. They're going to see that you're a vampire by your pale skin and immediately attack you. So what I need to do is to make ourselves look, Ransom look a bit more human. I think that applies to the rest of the gang too, but yeah, especially Ransom. Possibly hide his growing fangs. You need to apply some special item on your face. A little bit of makeup. It's called... I really cannot find it, sorry. It has to be somewhere around here. I think I have it. Yeah, it's called Instant Pigment. Now this you're going to restore Ransom to look more like Gregory Peck or something. Oh, sorry. And he's going to look more human, at least for a day. Now here, I guess in New York, in 2094, it never rains thanks to global warming or something. So it's quite different from the Blade Runner. Yeah. For one day. And it disappears. Oh my goodness. Alright, so Unlike Somna Vapor, the gas grenade that I cannot use, sorry, this basically disappears. And I think you can purchase more at Madame Mescal, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Go back to New York map and visit the cloisters until it reaches 10 o'clock. Then I'm going to be going down the Transtech once again. So, cloisters. This is going to be different, a bit different, in the courtyard.
Rob a museum or something, guys? Show up at Strawberry Field wearing those things sometime.
This is weird, man. These guys, think they're from some other time or something.
Well, they're keeping the tradition of being a Templar Knight.
The protection of the Lord is yours.
Yeah, so they're definitely fooled. Although Ransom's bloodlust is raging, as you can hear it. And this is the same damn music from the church. I think this is their favorite tune or something. They sing it every day. My goodness. Alright, so let's check out these guys. Sir. Oh, they're all sirs, okay. So Chrysostom. Interesting name. So this guy is the one who greeted us? No?
Welcome, stranger. I hope it's good news that brings you, but I suspect it is not.
You got that right, Gawain. Aren't many places a guy with my kind of enemies can turn.
If you grapple with the unholy, you would do well to visit Sir Sebastian. He is a seer, a mystic. Though blind, his vision is great due to his advanced psionic ability. Surely the hand of God has touched him. Though he cannot see your face, he can see into your heart and into your soul. Despite his age and infirmity, he is one of our most important members.
How useful is an old psionic against a vampire?
Without Sebastian, we would not have our most potent weapon against the vampires. The soul blades we each carry.
Oh.
Energy sabers bonded to and powered by our very souls. A lethal merging of quantum physics and metaphysics. Sebastian is the only one of our number able to perform the bonding ritual.
You telling me these blades are magic?
I prefer to think of it as spirituality. But surely a man with vampires for enemies cannot doubt the existence of the supernatural. The soul blades will kill a vampire only if the blade is ritually bound to its owner and is effective only for that one owner, unless it is once again bound to a different knight.
Where did you get these things? I've been around some, and I've yet to meet an arms dealer hawking soul blades.
Decades ago, Sebastian and a brother knight named Simon sealed themselves in a sub-basement of the cloisters for months, emerging only for food and to change clothes. When they were finished, they presented the arch-abbot with the prototype for the soul blade. But while they readily shared the basic technology with the order, they refused, to the great anger of the rector, to divulge the blade's other secrets. Sebastian is a great man. Go to him, but do not try to conceal anything from him. He will see through your efforts and become contemptuous.
At least he's not going to attack us. Well, so, yeah, the cloisters. Yeah, I need to make this trip count because I don't think I have enough time to return here. Maybe once or twice, but yeah, I just need to make everything count. And as you can see, there are a lot of different rooms heading from the central area. Well, I guess I need to talk to every one of them just to see, divulge some very important information, just like Sir Chrysostom did. About the soul blades. Yes, spiritual and science that can defeat the vampires. So that's pretty interesting. They know how to deal with the vampire problem. I don't know why they didn't go out and try to resolve it once and for all. But yeah, I guess they have a pretty good knowledge of what works against vampires, and that is what Ransom really needs right now. Well, I mean, not the least of which is basically how to cure the vampirism himself.
Please forgive the guards their brusque salutations. They have much to be on guard against.
What gives with this place? I feel like I walked into the 13th century.
Yes, we have preserved the ancient ways. The Order of the Red Cross is a hybrid of medieval knighthood and monasticism. We are paladins of the Lord, the defenders of the Church, crusaders for Christianity.
I'll buy that, but why the armor and cloisters?
Evil thrives where tradition wanes. This city is proof. The effects of technology have been centrifugal, so that all is fragmented and nothing is permanently valued. But we aren't Luddites in medieval trappings. We show that technology can be embraced without sacrificing tradition.
Well, good to know you're keeping a sharp eye out for vampires.
You'll find the Arch-Abbot inside. We take our orders from him.
So, these are guys of the kind of mystic order that have kept the tradition, but also fused with the technologies that are available. Kind of reminds me of a book called Canticle for Leibowitz. Sir Henry, dangerous looking guy, so he's a guard, I guess. Sir Finton, Sir Faustus. Gardening, okay. Gardening with armor and everything, just preparing for everything. Sir Dean. Alright, let's talk to this guy. I think this is going to be short.
Don't forget, Sir Finton and I are watching. Don't try anything.
Yeah, I guess that's a New York accent. I'm not so sure. But this guy's another guard, his buddy.
The protection of the Lord
Clone,
is
basically.
yours.
Yeah, so this guy is the one who talked to us as we enter the cloisters. Let's talk to this young knight.
Excuse me for staring, but I haven't seen many people strutting around in garb like that. Very authentic looking.
Yeah? Well, we try to be. A lot of the old guys get too solemn about it all. Me, I'm here for one reason. To drive a stake into the hearts of the Church's enemies.
So you're not a big believer in this 13th century stuff?
The approach is all wrong. People, especially the young gangers, don't crank on armor and antiquated ideals of decency. Man, this city's suffering from all manner of lust and cruelty, slickly packaged and sold by the companies. Whatever you want, the real shit or mind-blowing simulations, you dial them up from cyberspace. All by yourself, too. Who needs to touch a friend when you can skim the matrix with a data angel? Why read a book when you can plug into a sim deck and live it?
You want to change, huh?
Have to change if we're going to keep up. When evil appears richer, slicker, and smarter than good, good had better upgrade its ass.
Hey, I hear you. Stick close. I might have a use for a guy like you.
Okay. So this guy definitely worries about the influence of internet, as it provides almost everything for man's needs. Quite true, what is happening nowadays. Alright, so where are we? Like most of the quarters in the cloisters, this one is Spartan and orderly. The brick walls, stone floors, and eerie light from the computer screens emphasize the night merging of the ancient and the modern. Okay. Well, let's save. Okay. So let's search. Nash Gibbons, the most observant member, finds nothing. Alright. I think I can take this though. Holy Warrior Cruet. Blessed Water Dead, when used as a melee weapon, causes vampires who are struck by it to retreat. Now, can I take this? Obviously. Another one. I don't know if I need all of these, but... I think I just leave it here. It's too bad I cannot drop it anywhere. Oh, okay, I did. Alright, so who is this guy? Sir Helveticus. A Red Crosse knight prepares for battle. Oh, okay, so battle is looming. Lady Remington kneels in her chambers. Okay, so this is a chamber for the Archbishop or something? Looks pretty swanky. Swanky pad. It looks a bit uncomfortable though, with stone mattress. Alright, let's talk to him.
I haven't seen you before. You must be new. Welcome. You're following a noble calling here.
You have a reason why you chose this life?
I don't have a personal vendetta against vampires, but I feel like I'm doing something to rid this whole city of the filth and crime that's destroyed it. I lost a brother to the crime of this city. He was tempted by narcotics, the devil's poison. Went off with a gang of addicts, and I haven't been able to find him since. Even paid a private investigator to hunt him, but no luck.
Maybe I'll run into him. I haven't exactly been knighted here yet. What's his name?
His real name is Stuart Tulchinski, but I doubt he's going by that name. He's a good-looking kid, 18. Before he left home, he was having a real problem with red lifters. The kid couldn't get enough of them. Guess they made him feel invincible. He was always broke. God knows what he's resorted to now to support his habit. If you brought him home, I would make it worth your while. $25,000.
Holy.
I hope God will lead you to save my brother's soul, stranger.
Okay, so good deeds does not go unrewarded. That is a mantra I can live by. Alright, so let's talk to this lady.
Hey, what gives you the right to barge in here?
And take the holy fruit.
Sorry. Didn't know there was someone praying in here.
I wasn't praying.
Oh.
I was putting on these Kevlar boots. I'm taking every precaution against these vampire dogs. And I'm training with every weapon I can. They say we're supposed to impale their hearts, but I do more than that. I toast them and rip their hearts out of their bodies and eat them. I live to hear those bastards suffer, and to see them die like the beasts they are.
I guess some of you guys take this sacred quest stuff more seriously than others.
That sacred quest stuff is crap. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. To get revenge for what those dogs of hell did to my mother. She was taken right on the streets of Manhattan. They drained the life out of her and left her body in the gutter. You know what the people of this city did? Nothing. People watched it happen and left her body to die on the streets. I swore that day that I would spend the rest of my life killing as many of the hell dogs as I can. In time, I'll get the one that killed my mother. Why even bother going into a fight armed like that? You're not doing anyone any good. You don't even have a stake for piercing their godless hearts. Here, take one of mine.
Oh, cool. A stake. So we finally have the weapon to deal with the vampires. Let's get out and hunt some in the club.
Now you gotta get out of here. I got guns to clean, ammunition to stock up on. You mind giving me a little room to breathe here?
Yeah, I was just getting out. Yeah, so I mean, in the city dominated by Transtech that is headed by a vampire, one could definitely see that they use the influence that they have to try to, seek out the most vulnerable and drain them of blood. So these kind of things that are not taken care of. So the church is taking the matters into their own hands and recruiting people based on the vampires doing very nasty things to the populace. But anywho, yeah, I was wondering about the stake. I guess you gotta go up to the vampire and then stake him in the heart. I wonder if there's a way to, or jury-rig an item that can shoot stakes in a ranged attack. Although you might need more stakes than is needed, or you gotta carry more stakes than normal, but that'd be pretty useful if there's one. Okay, so here is another room. Nobody wants to comment on it. The Red Crosse night quarters in the cloisters are cold and damp. Their accommodations appear less than comfortable. Yeah, they seek to discipline themselves on the cold, clammy environment with the stone beds and stuff like that. Search finds nothing, but I think I found something here. What is this? Sir Sebastian's rosary beads. The treasured rosary beads of Sir Sebastian, the Red Crosse Knight Mystic. I guess this is Sir Sebastian. Alright, so this is the Mystic, Psionic Mystic. the guy who brings the soul blades. Alright, I guess I have to talk to him because he's a very important character, obviously, and he's going to talk a long length what is required for Ransom to do.
Hey, your mind reveals itself to me. I see your soul, visions of your lost soul, the red-clad whore, her teeth like serpents, body racked with disease. Children aflame, eyes popping, smooth skin peeling. Round-armed, brown-skinned girl bent over by pale, scarred Ruddies. No love on their knuckles, only hate. Weary and bitter, sexless old women, their bodies permeated by morphine and sordid indolence. Their rooms stale, the smell of filthy linen and lost love's wounds long ago encrusted with gangrenous scars. Your soul faces unimaginable damnation. Begone, hopeless one, begone.
I'm hopeless, obviously. Okay. Talk me once more.
Your mind reveals itself to me. Evil, hell-child, soul-damned intruder. Begone from these chambers. Your kind shall ever be our enemy. Yeah. Pain and emptiness and wrath and indefatigable cruelty, indomitable hatred, unending blasphemy. Begone! Begone!
Yeah, he's getting a bit contemptuous of us, so we'll be gone, but I need to take this rosary with me. And press save. Yeah, okay. Sir Sebastian. Interesting character. Obviously he knows that we are vampire and has a really troubled soul. As you can see from Ransom's faith score, he's probably now in the negative. Oh, 6. Okay, so he can definitely claim to be hopeful for some kind of a forgiveness. Yeah, I think if he had Mother Mary, things might be different. Mother Mary might be able to vouch for us. Yeah, low faith except for Chuck. So once more, Sebastian.
Your mind reveals itself to me. Evil, hell-child,
yeah, okay.
soul-damned intruder.
Yeah, all the things are rather correct, so we just make ourselves scarce. Finds nothing, okay. Maybe we can bite him, but I think that's going to reduce our humanity to vampire level. Alright, for fourth room, or third room. And here it is, another one of those quarters. Sir Dominic smiles at you, okay, so smiling knight. Finally a smiling face. Archabbot Herschel, an older man, obviously a leader, but no longer a fighter, smiles at you with a friendly, peaceful face. The knight is at work on the Red Crosse's computer system, okay.
Ready to kick some vampire ass? See, you haven't been knighted yet, but you look strong. You'll be killing vampires like it was second nature and earn your knighthood. Remember, just as the Crusaders defended Christianity, we must fight this evil. There's no room for weakness. We must be strong, brave. Here, take this. It's Nosferutatum. Since you're new, you'll need all the protection you can get. Take a dose of it, and your blood will be poisoned to a vampire.
Oh.
If you should be so unlucky as to be bitten, but have this sacred potion coursing through your veins, your blood should scald his heated tongue, and you'll have time to get away.
Interesting.
You can only take it twice. Your body's resistance builds up to it, and then it's useless. But let's hope the fiends don't get close enough for you to try this stuff out.
Oh, Nosferatutum. So they have a defensive measure as well. Wow, they're really advanced. Guys in the mystic items, mysticism and magic. So I guess how it makes it easier for people to believe.
Can I help you, son?
I talked with a knight outside. I think we're fighting the same battle here. I want this hell trash dead as bad as you do.
Then welcome. I'm the Arch-Abbot of the Order of the Red Crosse. We're always looking for new people to join us in our fight against evil. Would you care to learn about our mission?
Alright, let the old man regale in his nostalgia.
The Red Cross Knights are defenders of Christianity and all that is right. Our enemy is Satan, and his hell-spawned creature here on Earth, the vampire. We track them in various ways. We have a network of scouts throughout the city, and have stockpiled sacred weapons to destroy them. Many of the knights are now at work preparing for the next battle. Are you interested in joining their fight?
Sure.
It would, of course, take some time to be completely prepared. One does not earn the title of knight until after years of dedication to the cause.
Years? Only have days.
But my brothers welcome you. We will begin by arming you with the holy weapon.
Yes, please.
You read my mind. Where can I find the stuff?
Return outside and take the door at the southeastern point of the garden. Sir Theodoric can help you there. Go with God.
Okay, so there's a chance for us to get another one of those sticks.
Can I help you with something? I'm cross-referencing the latest names of the suspected hellspawn in the city.
Uh-oh.
Sir
Maybe my
Charlton
name might come
always
up.
includes names from the outer boroughs. But I told him 1,000 times, we're only working with the Manhattan list this month.
I'm curious. Who puts together that list?
Well, we've established a network of contacts in the city, posted at high-risk areas. We even have a contact on the police force who gives us crime reports. Those suspected of vampire activity are tracked until a scout has proof. No one goes on the big list unless he's been caught in the act. Once you're on the list, we're gonna keep coming for you until we get you.
Uh-oh.
Now, I'm sorry, but I really must get back to work.
So this is one of those deals where the knight, if you go a bit too low in your humanity and is revealed to be a vampire by maybe reporter. I remember from the club that is threatening to out you. Of course, almost everybody knows in the city, taking a first look at Ransom, that he's kind of not well, and many suspect that he's a vampire. So there's not really much effort needed to, out Ransom Stark. Yeah, I mean, if the newspaper reporter triggers that ends without any kind of resolution, then I think the same thing might happen as with the Black Agate, that this knight is going to come after me. Alright. So southeast seems to be this way. Let's go. Okay, so this is only character. You see a burly Red Crosse knight who is in low spirit, Sir Anias. Okay. There's nothing, so okay, so this is not the place, but let's just talk to him for thoroughness' sake.
You look suicidal, pal.
How does he know?
What's the problem?
I am in mourning over the loss of my brother-in-arms, my beloved Sir Randall, a man of varied tempers, a gentle heart, but ferocious in combat. I cannot stop thinking of what happened to him.
He was killed? How did it happen?
In battle with our most deadly foes, Abraham Van Helsing and the undead who serve him.
Ooh.
Last week, the Arch-Abbot received intelligence informing him that a cadre of vampires had staked out Brooklyn Heights as its feeding ground. A squadron of us tracked these demons to an abandoned dance club. As we suspected, the beasts were of Van Helsing. We attacked them, killing several, but they were greater in number than we were led to expect. Several Red Crosses fell, and the rest of us were forced to retreat, leaving our fallen brothers behind. Randall was one of them. His right leg was broken in the melee. He couldn't escape on his own, but to linger and help him meant certain death. You must believe that I was willing to face that fate, but the others rushed me from the warehouse, saving my life, but dooming dear Randall. I only pray they let him die, that they didn't make him one of them.
I sympathize. I'm not without some experience in these matters.
When a Red Crosse falls, his chest plate must be returned here for enshrinement. Until I am able to regain Randall's breastplate, I am a disgrace to the Order. I'll not rest till that noble knight is honored.
Okay, so this is whether Knight that has fallen onto some kind of crisis because his body has succumbed to his injuries and yeah, needs that chest plate back in order to have a proper burial and consecration of his remains. Yeah, so Anias has another quest for us. Kind of funny that the Red Crosse is basically an organization that has a blood drive going on, of course, and then these guys are...
Step over here, stranger. Stand in front of this mirror. I want to see whether you cast a reflection. You don't look like a normal man, and I'm not about to let some vampire demon get near all the sacred weapons that are stored here.
Might need to save and see if I can get my hands on that holy weapon. Holy weapon. Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. So, this must be Sir Theodoric, a heavily armed Red Crosse knight, proudly stands his post, guarding the religious object of his order. Yeah, so Red Crosse order, I mean, I guess they want nothing to do with any kind of draining of blood, the act of draining blood, although it might be useful for saving their lives, of course. Can I go in there? No? Is it a mirror? Yeah, just mirrors that makes the room look larger and holier. Okay, can I talk to him once again?
You are not even mortal man. You don't cast a reflection when you pass by the mirror.
Oh my god.
Only one of the devil's own would cast no reflection. One of the murderous monsters we have vowed to slay. You shall not get out of the cloisters alive.
Oh goodness. That is crazy. Okay, well, there's something that is more involved than just talking to a guy and searching for item. I think I can deal with him, but I don't want to make the entire cloisters my enemy, so let's retreat. See if I can make it work. Yeah, so unfortunately, if I go back, I think I'll be attacked. I think I did save.
The protection of the Lord is yours.
Oh, okay, so yeah, although
Deirdre told me about this place. Said they were trying real hard to fight the vampires, but it was a losing battle.
Okay, so they're not doing too well. Well, I need to go back here and see what's up with this Theodoric that can see Ransom for who he is. I think he got a tip from Sir Sebastian. Yeah, he got a tip from that mystic. So I think I'm not being attacked yet. I think this is a good time as any to, yeah, come back next episode and see what I can do to pass the mirror in front and prove my worthiness as a human being, able to wield the holy weapon that the Red Crosses possess. Okay, so it's a bit of a backtracking, but in a branching off a different path. This game revels in it. It's open nature gameplay. So I hope you're okay with me going back and try different stuff. Of course, if I do not make it here out alive or cannot find a solution to the puzzle, or if the time runs out, I try some other different path to, yeah, in time arrive at a end that we are all satisfied in. Alright, so I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Bloodnet, and hope we can see you next time as well. Please stay tuned.